Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Aleister Crowley's words, stark and powerful, they echo through time, a challenge and a promise, a call to embrace the fullness of our being, to live by our own internal compass. But what of the other path, the path less traveled? An all-encompassing embrace shall be the whole of the law, a whisper in the wind, a gentle invitation, to surrender to something larger than ourselves, to find unity in connection. Two laws, seemingly opposed, yet both seeking truth. Which path do we choose? Do we forge our own destiny, driven by the fires of our will? Or do we surrender to the currents of existence, letting the universe guide our steps? The answers, like the paths themselves, are rarely simple. Both Crowley's law and the law of embrace acknowledge a fundamental truth, the inherent worth and autonomy of the individual. Each of us is a universe unto ourselves, a unique tapestry of experiences, dreams, and desires. We are the authors of our own stories, the captains of our souls. This shared foundation is crucial. It recognizes our right to choose, to define our own values, and to forge our own paths. We are not slaves to dogma or external authority. We are free spirits, capable of both great love and terrible destruction. This freedom is both exhilarating and terrifying. It is a double-edged sword, capable of carving out our own destinies, or leaving us lost in a labyrinth of our own making. Here, at the crossroads of self and other, the two laws diverge. Crowley's law emphasizes the individual will as paramount. It is a call to self-realization, to live authentically without apology. The law of embrace, however, points toward a different horizon. It speaks to our interconnectedness, our responsibility to the collective. Do we prioritize our own desires and aspirations above all else? Or do we consider the needs of others, the well-being of the community, and the delicate balance of the planet? The tension between these two poles is ancient and enduring. It is a delicate dance, finding equilibrium between individual expression and collective harmony. To embrace one without considering the other is to court imbalance, to disrupt the natural order of things. Power, like fire, is a neutral force. It can illuminate and warm, or it can consume and destroy. How we wield this power, both within ourselves and in the world, is at the heart of both laws. Crowley's law, with its emphasis on individual will, could be seen as an invitation to seize power, to bend the world to our desires. Yet, it also carries the potential for self-mastery, for using our will to overcome inner demons and achieve higher states of being. The law of embrace, on the other hand, suggests a different approach to power. It speaks to the power of empathy, compassion, and cooperation. It is the power of collective action, of shared dreams and aspirations. Section 5. The Tapestry of Destiny. Are we masters of our own fate, or are we swept along by currents beyond our control? This question has haunted philosophers and poets for centuries. Crowley's law would suggest that we are the architects of our own destinies, free to choose our own paths. The law of embrace, however, hints at a grander design, a cosmic tapestry woven from the threads of our individual lives. It suggests that our choices are not made in isolation, but rather within a web of interconnectedness. Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. We are both authors and characters in the unfolding story of existence. We make choices, but those choices are shaped by forces both seen and unseen. Section 6. Morality in a world of free will. If we are truly free to do what thou wilt, what then becomes of morality? Does Crowley's law lead to a chaotic free-for-all where anything goes, or does it offer a different framework for ethical living? Crowley himself believed in a personal code of conduct, guided by self-knowledge and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. He saw will not as mere indulgence, but as a force for growth and evolution. The law of embrace, with its emphasis on interconnectedness, naturally lends itself to a more collective sense of morality. It encourages us to consider the impact of our actions on others, to strive for harmony and balance in our interactions. Section 7. The allure and peril of absolute freedom. The allure of absolute freedom, of answering to no one but ourselves, is undeniable. It is a siren song that has tempted humanity since the dawn of time. But absolute freedom, like any extreme, carries its own perils. Without constraints, without a sense of responsibility to something larger than ourselves, the ego can run rampant. Desire can turn to greed, ambition to tyranny. The very freedom that promised liberation can become a gilded cage. The law of embrace, while seemingly offering less individual freedom, provides a counterbalance to this potential for self-destruction. By emphasizing interconnectedness and compassion, it encourages us to temper our desires with wisdom and restraint. Section 8. The embrace, a path to unity or control. The concept of an all-encompassing embrace is both alluring and unsettling. It speaks to our longing for connection, for unity with something greater than ourselves, but it also raises questions about control and surrender. Who or what are we embracing? Is it a benevolent force guiding us towards love and understanding, or could it be a form of subtle manipulation, a way of subsuming individual will into a collective hive mind? The answers, as always, are complex. The embrace, like any powerful force, can be used for good or ill. It depends on the intentions of those who wield it and the awareness of those who are embraced. Section 9. Finding harmony between will and embrace. Perhaps the true challenge lies not in choosing between Crowley's law and the law of embrace, but in finding a way to integrate these seemingly opposing forces within ourselves. Can we honor our individual will while also recognizing our interconnectedness with all things? Can we embrace our own unique paths while also contributing to the well-being of the collective? Can we find a balance between freedom and responsibility, between self-expression and compassion? The journey towards this integration is ongoing. It is a dance between the masculine and feminine, the light and the shadow, the individual and the collective. It is a dance that requires both courage and humility, strength and surrender. Section 10. Beyond dichotomies, towards a holistic understanding. The human mind loves to categorize, to divide the world into neat boxes of right and wrong, good and bad. But reality is rarely so simple. Crowley's law and the law of embrace, despite their apparent differences, are not mutually exclusive. They are two sides of the same coin, two expressions of the same fundamental truth, that we are both individuals and part of something much larger than ourselves. To truly understand one, we must grapple with the other. The journey of self-discovery is not linear. It is a spiral path, leading us ever inward and outward towards a more holistic understanding of ourselves and the universe we inhabit. Section 11. The journey continues. So, we stand at the crossroads, the words of Crowley and the whispers of the embrace echoing in our ears. Which path will we choose? The answer ultimately lies within each of us. There is no right or wrong, only the path that resonates with our deepest truth, the path that calls to our souls. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let us step boldly, with open hearts and discerning minds, into the mystery of our own becoming. The adventure awaits.